Prepared here. How's it going? Listen, I was going to make this video yesterday, but I was driving through a bunch of freezing rain and it just wasn't ideal. So I opted to just basically really focus real hard on the road and not have any distractions whatsoever. But been a few things I've kind of wanted to talk about. One is all the train derailments, okay? Two is all these factories or shops exploding, blowing up, burning down, whatever. Three is the nuclear fire over in Tennessee. And four is the plane crash. I'll get into details. Slight details. I don't know them all. Again, I don't have a piece of paper. I don't have anything written down. I'm going based off of memory, which isn't too good. So bear with me here. So, as we all know, all these trains carrying chemicals seem to keep derailing for some reason, right? We had the major one in Ohio. We had one in Detroit, Michigan that was carrying the same substances that the one in Ohio was carrying. We've had a couple others. There's one over in the Netherlands that derailed and is burning like crazy right now that was ironically carrying the same substances the trains in Ohio and Detroit were carrying. Okay? Got a lot of train derailments, guys. And then it escalated to all these like metal factories or whatnot. Pretty much production facilities exploding. A lot of people, well, several people killed, a lot of people injured. And they're taking, I don't know why it's primarily based around Ohio. Seems to be a lot of activity in Ohio. But just yesterday, guys, there was a plane carrying 5 people that left, what was it, the Hillary Bill Clinton Airport, of all places, was leaving there, and it was heading to the steel factory in Ohio that exploded. Well, the plane wound up going down and crashing into a 3M facility. There was a short pause there because I wanted you guys to think about it without me talking. Think about this for a second, if you guys hadn't already. Okay, so you got all these chemical trains burning up. You got all these chemical plants and steel factories exploding and burning down all of a sudden. I mean, you got all this going on. There's a lot of contaminants. Not only that, but there was a Y-12 nuclear military facility in Tennessee that caught fire. It was enriched uranium that actually caught fire, guys. Now, this is one of the most secured facilities around. I don't know if it was insider. I don't know if it was accidental. Either way, the government's not going to tell us, right? What they are telling us is that, oh, nothing to see here. Everything's fine. Nobody's at risk. You know what I mean? The same old spiel we keep getting from everywhere else. The problem with that, guys, is if you look up what happens when enriched uranium burns, it gives off highly toxic substances. You mean to tell me there was something on fire and you contained every bit of that smoke, every bit of contaminants, you contained it all? I don't believe it for 1 second. The only reason why I'm thinking they're saying, hey, nothing to see here, is because they don't want to start mass hysteria. To say that nothing leaked out of that place during the fire is extremely hard to believe, and I'll give you the reason why, okay? I'm pretty sure everybody's seen a house on fire somewhere in some state, some city, wherever you live. I'm pretty sure there's been a house fire that you guys have all seen burn. What is the first thing the fire department does? And this is where the government may be getting you, okay? Is they're playing on our ignorance. A lot of people don't understand what happens during a fire. Okay, and what I'm getting at is if you guys have ever seen a house fire, what is the first thing? What is protocol with the fire department? They break out chainsaws, they start busting windows, they start cutting holes in the side of your house, they put fans in there. Why? To vent it. What is the purpose of venting it? Not only to clear the smoke, even though you think introducing oxygen to a fire would increase the fire, which it does, but it's for safety, guys, okay? The reason why it's for safety is because if you don't vent it, you're risking a huge backdraft, aka an explosion. Now, this enriched uranium nuclear facility, which, by the way, is highly guarded and is the place that produced the U.S.'s first atom bomb that I believe we used in, what, World War I? I don't really know my history too well. But this place in Tennessee produced the first atom bomb that the U.S. actually used. It's been around forever. It's a highly guarded facility, extremely strong, very well built facility. So A, how did this enriched uranium catch fire? And B, how did you contain this fire without venting the place? You had to have vented it. Because with smoke and heat and everything else, if you went in there to try to fight the fire, you're risking an explosion, a backdraft, without having proper ventilation. So to tell me that nothing escaped into the atmosphere, I have an extremely hard time believing. You guys, please look it up. Look it up on the internet. What happens when enriched uranium burns? Please look it up. Now that brings me to my next point, the point that I was getting to earlier. The plane carrying 5 people, okay, that was en route to the metal factory in Ohio that exploded to basically survey the damage, help with the cleanup, whatever the case may have been. It crashed, ironically, of all places, into a 3M factory. What does 3M make, guys? Come on. They make respirators, they make masks, they make canister filters for full face gas masks, they make CBRN filters, N95 masks, respirators of all kinds of products. Really? Do you guys see, like, the irony in this? This can't be simple coincidence. It really can't. I'll be damned if I could figure out how somebody made a plane crash into the 3M facility. That alone could have been accidental, but I mean, good Lord, really? All these chemicals going into the air. Gas masks, respirators, N95 masks, CBRN masks, NBC masks, and filters. A lot of which is made by the 3M company. That stuff has been flying off the shelves at an alarming rate. I personally have bought 3 masks in the last few days. I bought a portable one, just a half respirator to bring with me, My buddy has on order a full face gas mask for me, the one that I did the review on. It's one similar to that. My wife bought one, and I have my daughter a half respirator just because she feels really claustrophobic with the full face. She doesn't like it. It's kind of like a panic scenario. So she does well with the half masks, so that's what I got her. It's not the ideal protection I would have for her, but it's better than nothing. You know what I mean? So if need be, I will force the full face on her to protect her better, depending on the situation and the scenario and what goes on, what happens in my area. You know what I mean? But the fact that these masks, because of all this pollutants going on, have been flying off the shelves, and then ironically a plane, I don't know how big of a plane, I haven't looked it up, crashes into the 3M company. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at that, but the irony is just hysterical. I really think a lot of what's going on is planned, guys. I mean, it can't be that big of a coincidence. For the love of God, come on. Again, you got chemical trains burning in the Netherlands carrying the same stuff Ohio had. You had a train derailment in Detroit carrying the same stuff Ohio had. There's train derailments happening everywhere. There was a coal train that derailed somewhere. I forget. There's so many places, guys. Please forgive me. I forget all the locations, and I know I'm forgetting a couple derailments and a couple building explosions. There's just way too many to remember, and that's another reason why I've taken a minute to make this video. It's too much. Like, there's so much going on. Every single day there's a new explosion, a new derailment. And it's absolutely sickening. On a side note, guys, within the last couple weeks, there's been a major cyber attack on the Dole company that produces, bananas and vegetables and whatever else. And it's been such a severe cyber attack that the Dole company has shut down all of their facilities in North America, meaning us. Well, unless you're outside the US and you're watching my video. I've told you guys before in other videos, and it's been said by past presidents, it's been said by past congressmen, it's been said by past people such as myself, and that is, you control the food, you control the people, you control the money, you control the people. Let's not forget, guys, Agenda 2030, zero carbon emissions. Now, I don't know if our government has their hand in this pot with all this crap going on. I can't say for sure whether or not they're responsible or not. I don't know if it's, when the borders were open, a lot of these terrorist cells snuck across, and, with the substation attacks, these buildings blowing up, these train derailments. I don't know if it's outside, terror attacks. I don't know if it's somebody from within the inside paying these cells, I guess, if you will, to do this kind of stuff. But it's time to get ready, guys. It's only a matter of time. At this point, with the way things are going, it's only a matter of time before this comes to a city near you. You definitely need to have some sort of respirator preferably with some sort of activated charcoal filter or activated carbon, whatever you want to call it. Whether it be full face, half mask, whatever the case. I'll post a couple pictures of the ones that I have up here. It's definitely time to have some sort of water filtration. And I will tell you guys that activated carbon is a really good one to filter your water, okay? You can buy HEPA filter material and activated carbon on Amazon dirt cheap. And you can make your own filters to pour water through to eliminate contamination and parasites and whatever. And you can make that stuff out of, I don't know, 2-liter bottles, old coffee cans. You can make it out of 100 different items. Water filters, that is. Or you could do like me and buy the zero water pitcher and a bunch of replacement filters. I'm going to have a lot of extra on hand. I want the activated carbon. Not only can you make water filters out of it, but in a die-hard, last-ditch, out-of-all-options scenario, you can repack your gas mask filters with that activated carbon. Just cut a little hole in the side, dump out the old activated carbon, might have to chisel it out a little bit, repack it with the new activated carbon, push that plastic flap to the side if you got a plastic canister, and put a piece of tape over it to seal it up real good. I wouldn't recommend that except in a very last ditch effort scenario. But buying 5 pounds of activated carbon, a big old sheet of V16 or M16 HEPA material that you can find on Amazon. I think I got a picture of it. I'll post it up here. If I don't, the picture didn't appear. I'm sorry. Stock up on your shelf-stable foods, guys. I don't know if it's foreign adversaries attacking our infrastructure or if it's coming from within. But regardless of the fact, guys, it's under attack. If you guys can't see that already for yourselves, I don't know what to tell you. Get stocked up, guys. It's crazy. That being said, guys, we're reaching the 18, almost 20-minute mark, whatever. So I got some editing to do on this video. I don't know, guys. Getting absolutely crazy out there. Keep yourself safe. Have water on hand. Water filters. Extra source of electricity. Extra source of heating. Have it all. Shelf-stable food. Protect yourselves, guys. It's getting right down to that point. With that being said, guys, I love y'all. Keep your heads on a swivel. And stay safe. Until next time, Michigan Prepared out.